Let's explore Docker Compose and the depends_on feature. This allows us to set the startup order of our containers. The depends_on option is a configuration setting that gives you control over the startup order of containers when using Docker Compose. It makes sure that specific containers start before others by creating dependencies between the services. Here's the basic syntax of how to use depends_on in your Docker Compose file. Inside the services section for a particular service, you specify depends_on followed by a list of services that it depends on. In this example, the web service depends on both the database and cache services. This ensures that the database and cache services are started before the web service. It's important to note that depends_on only manages the startup order of containers. It does not wait for a container to be fully ready before starting the dependent container. So, a container might start before its dependencies are completely up and running. To define the condition, you can use any one of the options service_started, service_healthy, and service_completed_successfully. You can define different conditions for different dependency services. The web service will only start once the database service has started. The Redis service reports a healthy status, and the migration service has completed successfully. Consider a real-world example of a web application, typically consisting of a web server, an application programming interface, and a database. Here we can define dependencies, making sure that the application programming interface and database start before the web server, and the database starts before the application programming interface. Common use cases for depends_on include web applications that need a database connection and services that rely on message queues or caching systems. Using depends_on ensures that these dependencies are available before the dependent services start. Here are the key takeaways about Docker Compose depends_on. It primarily controls the startup order, not readiness of containers. It is essential for multi-service applications where the order of startup matters. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.